Yo, what is really good, my dudes? Today is Monday, June 17, 2019. We got another RuneScape update for y'all. Today we see some improvements to the Motherlode Maw Enhancers as well as some action bar fixes. So without any further ado, let's jump into the video. Let's go.
Cats is the illest. What you talking about, Willis?
Alright guys, first and foremost, they've changed the way the Motherlode Maw Enhancers now work. To begin with, they're no longer items. They will still exist, however, as passive effects, which can be toggled on and off. So to do so, you simply speak to Wythin in the Melior area in Prifddinas, and they'll tell you how much charges you have remaining on your enhancer. It's important to note that they are already toggled off by default. And every time you would usually gain an enhancer, going forward, you will instead gain charges to your passive enhancers. Upon logging in, all your enhancers will be removed from your bank or inventory, leaving you up to 16 extra bank spaces. Keep in mind that enhancers from Slayer Bounty Hunter and Elite Dungeon reward shops have not been changed, and they must be held in inventory to be used as they always have been. Moving on, we got the action bar fixes. This focuses around how certain items function when placed on the action bar. Things like the Crystal Teleport Seed, the Enchanted Lyre, and certain items such as other jewelry will now teleport when used from the action bar. Also, if you have any scrimshaws of any sort, they can now be activated and deactivated using the action bar. And finally, when placing objects onto an action bar, their icons will now refresh correctly. So that's the gist of your main update. We're going to jump over to the patch notes and see what has been changed there. So let's go ahead and check it out. Fixed an issue that would cause summer special purchasers to have the Dragonkin Imperial armor to be removed upon logging in. The hide cogs from the augmented armor setting no longer also hides the spikes on spiked augmented masterwork armor. Rerolling Mazcab raid loot will now show the correct reward. A flanking icon has been added to a monster bar. It will appear if you're in the right spot to use the flanking perk and have a weapon equipped with the flanking perk on. You'll no longer be skulled if you attempt to cast Telegrab on another player within the wilderness. It's no longer possible to build player-owned house rooms outside the maximum range of the house. A crash no longer occurs when completing a large number of farming urns at once on Manor Farm. You can now fish at Mortmire Swamp without bait if you have the baitless fishing perk active. It's now possible to add barbarian fish to player-owned farm troughs. Signs of the Porter and Grace of the Elves now successfully send farming produce to the bank when your inventory is full. It's now no longer possible to buy more large animal pen kits if you do not have a place to use them. Action bar slots that were previously occupied by an ability and then an object will no longer flash when the object is removed. Adding pets to your menagerie in your player-owned house will now correctly remove them when toggled. A key-binded follower action now calls the function of your selected left-click option. As ever, this can be customized for familiars, pets, and legendary pets separately, and the keybound action will update to match. With no follower, it defaults to summon pets. Fixed an issue in which some player-owned house rooms could be duplicated. Further improved child windows save locations to prevent unwanted snapping in some rare cases during saves and loads. The inspection option on herb patches now tells you what type of seed was planted there. Player-owned house storage units in the costume room now display a gold border on sets that you are holding the required items to deposit into. Added Menaphos and Sophonim Underground onto the world map. And finally, the barbarian abilities such as Shout Crackers are no longer affected by the global cooldown. That is it for your patch notes. Links to everything discussed in this video will be down in the description below if you want to head over there and check them yourself. Go on and do so. With that, I'm gonna wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed and you want to stay up to date on all things RuneScape related, hit that subscribe button. Anyways, I appreciate you watching. I am out. Peace.